Hi everyone, welcome to this card reading that I'm going to be doing for the upcoming eclipse. A couple notes real quick. I have not been able to do some readings for a while as I've been in some definite transition, let's say. And I'm in a new place. You can maybe hear that the acoustic's a little bit different, and so I'm working with kind of a different setup that I'm trying to work the bugs out of. So that's why I haven't been doing the regular readings for the moon phases. I'm hoping that this eclipse reading will help me reset with that, and we can get back to doing some readings and doing some other fun things that I had planned before the move happened. I'm in a new place. I really, really love it. But it is different and it's new, and there's a lot of new in my life right now, so I'm trying to get used to that. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for energy about the eclipse. What do we need to know? The eclipse is in a little over than 24 hours. It will be passing directly over my location where I'm at. I will be in totality for a good 4 minutes. And it's definitely going to be, it feels like a very strong marker in my life personally. But what I wanted to do here is, what is the general energy of the eclipse for everyone? What are we looking at? What do we need to know when this happens tomorrow, if you are in the path of it? Not only if you're in the path of it, but also if you're not in the path of it. What is this signifying? What is this all about? What is the energy, not necessarily moving forward, because we have, a little over 24 hours until the eclipse, but what about the actual moment? What about the time afterwards? What do we need to know? What do we need to bring in magically? What do we magically need to bring into this? Magically, spiritually, mentally. What is the energy? What do we need to carry with us into the energy of this very, very important eclipse? So that's the theme of the reading. I'm going to shuffle these one more time, do a quick cut and a knock, and let's get into it. I'm going to draw these with my pendulum, and let's see what we get. Okay. I'm going to set these just off to the side here. Here are our 3 cards. Let's get into it. Number 1, 3 of Pentacles. All about skill. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna pull all of these. These are all supposed to be combined. Oh, the Hermit. Okay. So, all right, sorry, I really blanked out there, but I really got a bit of a download. So, the Hermit, I'm going to start with the Hermit. The Hermit is someone that sometimes this card represents coming or going into the wilderness, going into a period of time where you're by yourself, focusing, like being by yourself, having an internal journey, If I'm remembering right, the Hermit was coming up a lot during some of our moon phase readings. But it was about someone that goes fully into the dark by themselves. They have their lantern, and they go away from people. They go away from society. And funny little thing, a mockingbird just landed on my porch as I was saying all that. Mockingbird can be about communication. Awesome. And they go away from people. They go into the woods. They go into the areas other people don't go, where the public doesn't go, so they can learn more about their connection. But then the hermit also can represent someone who has done that and has a knowledge that people come to, that people seek out in order to learn this knowledge that is away from the public, that is sort of hidden knowledge, or knowledge that's in the dark, that the hermit has used his lantern to find. Okay, all that being said, I got a big sense that this eclipse is about the hermit coming back. What have you learned in the periods where you have been a hermit? Now, okay, I'm not saying this very well, and I apologize. This is about someone bringing knowledge back. This is about returning. It feels like they're coming back to, they're coming back from their journey. They're coming back from their isolation, and they are kind of raising their light upward so that others can. So I'm actually going to do this. So others can benefit from it. So the world in general can benefit from it. And they're coming back with all the knowledge they have of the land, of their animal friends, of the moon, of dreams. And it's a very mystical energy. And even up here, like you've got the moon, or you've got the moon being covered, but the energies of the moon and the sun and the tides and everything that's happening. Yeah, there's a sense that there's a return of energy. There is a return of information and knowledge. Now we get into this. And there's a very distinct call for skill in your day-to-day life, and the skill of what has been learned, using that skill appropriately to make things of beauty so that other people can watch and be like, wow, what is that person doing? And then there's this guy. And Prince of Swords, this energy is not going to come slowly. I think what I'm getting is, it's very weird because I did get a download of information and I'm trying to process it as quickly as I can. Normally I would, with a dump like that, I would sit for a while. So take for this what you will and think about these cards yourself, because there's a lot here in just 3 small cards. Not small, but anyway, this is all about charging forward. This is all about a lot of what could be considered rash energy, charging into things, big changes, big movement. The swords are the intellect, but in the case of the Prince of Swords, this is intellect that's not well thought out. The Prince of Swords can be very rash, can be very headstrong. And I think it almost feels like the Prince of Swords there's conflict here between the Prince of Swords and the Hermit. I think that the eclipse is going to bring about a change in the way the energy is going. I think we've seen this. I think those of us that are sensitive have seen that there is a definite change occurring. There is a shift, and I think that shift's going to happen very quickly, quicker than I think we think it's going to. And I think there's going to be conflict. And there's a connection between the hermit and the skills of staying grounded, of staying focused on what you're doing, even though people are watching, staying focused on what you want to create and bring into the world. Focus on that, because the hermit is focusing this way. I think the Knight of Swords, the Prince of Swords, is very much about a distractional, reactionary energy to what the hermit is bringing. It's the eclipse of the hermit. The hermit is it feels like the hermit is coming back. This knowledge that you carry in you, that you know is right, that you have discovered through your own experience, and you're moving forward. And it's a time to reflect on that and then come back out of the wilderness while bringing that wilderness with you. And you can do that by focusing on the skills that you have learned and that you are good at, that you know you're good at, and that you can bring beauty into the world. And this is the distraction. This is the reaction to this energy coming forward. None of this is a bad thing. It's going to be a different thing. And we all know that when differences happen, when things start to shift and change, there's always a repercussion. I mean, it's just a law that's in place, right? Okay. Let's sit with these cards for just a second. Okay, so you have the Hermit looking down. This gentleman here is much younger than the Hermit. And you have a cat here, right? And then you have a wolf. These two are connected. A wolf or a coyote or a canine and a feline. And these are markers of people working with nature. The only animal we have here is something that's being subjugated by a very rash person. And it's this combination that is coming forward. This is this energy here. This is going to be the reaction against it. I've said that already. And see if I've got this right. The numbers here are 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 is a magical number. 13 is a very special number for me. It is, 13 reduces down to 4, which is actually stability. 4 is a very stable number. It's the base of something. It is foundation and foundational energy. So, but 13 also tells me that this is a very mystical event that needs to be paid attention to, because it is going to mark the beginning of a shift. I think the response is going to be fast. I said the shift was going to be fast, and I don't think it's going to, because nature rarely moves quickly unless it has to, right? Like a storm or an earthquake or a big shift. It's going to do its own thing. The reaction that's going to come from this shift is going to be very fast, because it doesn't know any better. It's the knight. It's the Prince of Swords. It doesn't know any better, right? So, advice on this: when you're in the eclipse, think about your connection to nature. Think about, that was a Canadian goose flying over. That's great. I don't know if you heard that or if the phone picked it up, but every now and then I get flybys by Canadian geese, and it just, one flew by and honked at me as I was saying that, as I was getting ready to say this. I think about your connection to the larger natural world. Think about the energies that are combined with that, and how you are connected to that on not only a terrestrial but a celestial level. And that's the light in the lantern. That's what the focus needs to be. And then bringing your skills forward, whatever they may be, that are connected to that energy. And just know that this is going to happen. I feel very strongly this is going to happen whether the prince likes it or not. So take that as security and strength. Okay, I'm getting the feeling I am done. I would just be repeating myself again in some of this. Yeah, so everyone enjoy that eclipse. I was going to draw a base card from here. Let's look at it real quick. Ooh, the Hanged Man. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. Things have been stagnant for a long time. Things have been in place and held in place while the Hermit has been gone. Everybody's been hermiting up, and that's about to shift. That's the base. This is the foundation of why this is happening. Things have been held in place. So this is shifting as well. I'll set this to the side. One more thing I realized I wanted to do that I didn't mention. I was going to put this right here. Let's move things around a little bit. So I have a deck. It is called the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, and I love this deck very much. We're not going to do the pendulum here. I'm just going to pull a card. I'm going to throw it down as well. These cards are really good about giving very, very clear, distinct advice on top of other tarot cards. So I've incorporated this into my readings. Let's just do, give me just a second here. That one. Love and let yourself be loved. Which goes right in tandem, right here, guys. There you go. Let yourself feel that connection. Feel that connection to the world underneath you, above you, all around you. Bring your skills forward after the eclipse. The skills that are connected to this heart energy. And let the fools be damned. There you go. That wasn't very nice. Sorry about that. Am I sorry about that? I'm not sorry about that. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you have a great and safe eclipse. And I hope it brings you just this wonderful sense of this green heart energy. It's so good. All right, everyone, see you on the next reading. Don't forget to click a like if you like this. Look for more card readings from me as I get set up in my place. This channel's about to become a lot more active, and I have an announcement here. In a couple, maybe in a week or so, there'll be another video with an announcement. I'm going to do a video on how I work with the pendulums, and there's a lot more content coming for this channel. So I'll just pull on the eclipse for that, right? Have a great eclipse, everyone. See you on the next one.